Welcome back. Now we apologise for no video last week, but I've been a little under the weather. But even though we're not firing on 100%, that's not going to stop me from bringing you this week's game sales. So let's waste no more time, let's roll those credits and get into the video. Now we're going to waste no time in getting into this as Xbox is back in form with some great sales on those quick achievements. The sweet spot this week is going to be those games that are going to take around 1 to 2 hours to complete. But first, let's have a quick look at those cheap games that are going to give you a very quick 1000G for a few pence. And the first one on the list is only going to set you back 79p. And that's Bear With Me, The Lost Robots. This game will take you around 1 to 2 hours to complete and is an adventure point and click which takes you to the gritty and bustling underworld of Paper City. Discover new characters and rich lore leading up to the events of the first 3 episodes of Bear With Me. Now this is also a very well rated game, rated 3.25 from other achievement hunters, so definitely one worth picking up this week. Now we have a couple of games from Handy Games. Both Super Party Sports Football and Stunt Kite Party are both on offer this week. Super Party Sports Football is 79p and Stunt Kite Party is 83p. Now these games will take you a little bit longer than the others, around 10 hours to get the 1000G in both games, but both are under £1, making these super cheap games for you to purchase this week. And before we move on to the main meat of this video, let's have a quick look at those other highly rated games. So we have a couple of Telltale games this week. And if you're not sure what Telltale is, these are episodical games made up of episodes that build into one story where you get the 1000G for completing every episode. And this week we have Tales from the Borderlands on offer. 25% off at $11.99. This is a really good critically acclaimed story from Telltale. If you haven't played it, each episode will take you about 1 to 2 hours to complete, and the story is one that will keep you engrossed till the end. The other is The Walking Dead. Now this is the final season. Maybe not its strongest. Telltale was going through some real problems towards the end of the creation of this, and it was helped by Skybound Games to be completed. But if you've played the others, it's definitely worth picking this one up. And this game is 60% off at $7.67, and both games are rated over 4.5 stars each, so definitely worth picking up. Now, 2 other games that are scoring well with other achievement hunters are Chicken Police Paint It Red. This game is 50% off at $8.37 and is rated 3.75. Now, this is another adventure point and click where Sunny Featherland and Marty McChicken are once a legendary detective duo called the Chicken Police. But that was almost a decade ago and the time had ruthlessly passed them by. Now Sunny and Marty are forced to work together on a case that is weirder than anything they've encountered before. This game will take you about 1 to 2 hours to get the 1000G and should be a really good time for you. The last game is Signalis. Now this game is 25% off. It's still a hefty price tag at $12.55 and is rated 3.75 also by achievement hunters. But the upside of this one is this game can be completed in under an hour, and you discover an atmospheric sci-fi tale of identity, memory, and the terror of the unknown and unknowable, inspired by the classic cosmic horror and the works of Stanley Kubrick. And now we're going to get to the main event, and we're going to be showing you every game that's on sale that can be completed in under a certain time. And the first game we have this week is going to be no stranger to anyone. If you've been around the achievement hunting scene enough, you'll have definitely heard of this game, and that's Smart Moves. This game can be completed in under half an hour, like all these current games are going to be. And this is a puzzle game that's actually going to net you 5000G. This has had a few updates, and if you haven't got it, this is definitely a good place to start. 5000G for less than half an hour's work. Now this game is currently 40% off at $2.51 and is rated 2.25 from achievement hunters. The next game also being able to be completed in under half an hour is Rayland. This game is going to be 30% off at $2.93 and is rated 2.75 from achievement hunters, and this is another game from East Asia Soft, so you know you're in for those quick achievements. So quick in fact that this game will actually give you 3000 G for your half hour's time. And continuing with East Asia Soft, we have this game that's published by them, and that's Kid Ball Adventures. Another game at 30% off at $2.93. This game is rated 2.5 by achievement hunters, so none of these games are going to be terrible, but they're also not going to set the world alight. And our next game has a 2.25 rating, and that's Cyber Heroes Arena DX. Now this game is 33% off at $3.34 and is classed as a roguelite. And yet again, our next game is from East Asia Soft, and that's Under the Warehouse. This one's 20% off at $3.99 and is the worst rated one so far at only 1.5. So if you really are not interested in just a quick 1000 G, then you might want to give this one a miss. And we've still got a couple more to go, and the next one is going to be Ratty Boy Adventures. This game is still going to only take you half an hour and is a 3D platform game. So if you want something a bit different, you might want to check this one out. It's 20% off at $3.35, but similarly to The Warehouse, this game is only rated 1.75. And the final game on the list is Cyber Citizen Shockman. This game is 20% off at $4.79 and it continues our trend of games with only 1.75 ratings. So these last three are definitely going to be for you serious achievement hunters. So moving on to the next set of games, we have those that can be completed in under an hour. And the first one we have on our list is Dana Bomb 2. Now this game is 40% off at $7.49 and will take you obviously that less than an hour to get the 1000 G. This game is rated 2.5 from achievement hunters and is a nice little platformer. The next game is 50% off at $3.99 and that's The Prince of Landis. This game is described as an adventure game in the year 1980X, where a young Evan must survive a bleak life in the snowy backwaters of Landis, Oregon. This game is rated 2.75 from achievement hunters. Our next game is Six Souls, also 50% off at $3.99, and this platformer is rated 2.75 from achievement hunters as you embark on an exciting journey to find the abandoned Clifford Castle and uncover its secrets. And the final game that can be completed in under an hour is 50% off at £2.09, and that's Johnny Rocket. This platformer is rated 2 stars from achievement hunters. And finally, we get to those games that will take 1 to 2 hours. And as mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is the sweet spot this week. There are so many games on offer at this completion point, we need to get a move on because there is so many to get through. Now, the first one is Paratopic, which is 50% off at $2.29 and is rated 2.5 for this adventure game. So the next one we have is another East Asia Soft game making plenty of appearances this week, and that's Crypt of the Serpent King Remastered 4K edition, 30% off at a very cheap $174. This 2.4 rated action RPG and role-playing game sees you in the underworld of nostalgia blended of a first-person adventure and roguelike. Next up is another simulation game that is very zen, and that's Unpacking. If you haven't picked up this game or played it on Game Pass, it's currently available at £10 and 4p, and it scores really well again with critics at 3.5 and will take you about 1 to 2 hours to complete, making this a nice easy game. Next up we have Techno Tanks, $3.74, 40% off. This is again a lower rated game at 1.75, so unless you have all the other achievements, you might want to stay clear of this vehicle combat game. Scoring 2.5 with critics, we have our next game, Lost at Sea, 70% off at £3.74. This is going to be an adventure puzzle game, one for the kids or the big kids out there. This is Blaze and the Monster Machines, Axel City Racers, 60% off at $13.99, making it one of the more expensive games, but you can still get that 1 to 2 hour completion in this game, and this game is rated 2.5 stars from achievement hunters. We're back to the adventure point and clicks next, as we have Little Kite at 30% off, $5.87. This one's rated slightly better at 2.75. Wonder Song is the next game, $4.18, 75% off. This is a 10 to 12 hour adventure game, but if you're just looking to get the achievements, you should be able to get each 1 in under 2 hours, and this game is rated 3, making it definitely one of the better ones to pick up. Ailment is next, a sci-fi looking shoot 'em up with pixel art action. This game is rated 2.5 and is 45% off at $4.61. And the list keeps on going as we get to the next game. Sinker, £2.09, 50% off. This game is rated 3 stars, so another one worth picking up. And this is a minimalist puzzler where there is just you, hooks, pucks, and various contraptions. Life of Fly, featuring 12 short stories, or roving around the life and thoughts of another fly, is also on sale this week, 40% off at $7.49. A slightly heavier price tag for a 2.5 rated star game. And the final game we have today is gonna be Angels with Scaly Wings, a visual novel. We haven't had any of those this week, but if you need another one, here it is, 50% off at $4.99, and this is rated 2.25. Well, there you go, folks. That is everything that's coming this week on sale. There are plenty of quick achievements to be had, some cheap and some not so much. There is definitely some good games in there as well worth looking at, so please do check through this list, grab these bargains whilst they're on sale. And if you found this information helpful, then please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. We are building this community slowly and we love having every single one of you around. And whilst you're on our channel, don't forget to hit that bell notification, because like with all sales, they only are on for a limited time, and this one is no different, and you have only to the 29th of May to get these deals before they're gone forever. Well, until Xbox puts them on sale again in a few weeks' time. Also, leave us comments letting us know which games you're picking up, and let your fellow achievement hunters know if I've missed any or if there's one out there that they should be picking up. Let's spread the word and get those quick achievements for everyone. And make sure you keep an eye on the channel as we have yet another new game coming from Desert Water Games. That's bound to be another very quick completion. We'll have that video coming soon, so make sure you keep an eye out for that one. Well, that's all from me today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.